Alright, hello, happy Sabbath and Shabbat Shalom. I know it seems like a weird thing to have for the start of a Sabbath report. Basically, what it is this cheap little Chinese ice maker I had quit working because it kept thinking it was full. And I've changed these out once because of the fact that they say they're full. I mean empty, not full. They're empty when they're not. Well, it turns out it's an easy fix that I may make a video on someday. There's a little sensor in here that gets dirty. And if you clean it, it will go ahead and work like it should. Now this one has another problem is there's a little sensor set in here that for some reason quit working. I don't know yet how to fix that, but it's a little infrared detector that usually when ice piles up here, let me make certain we're zoomed out. We weren't. Anyhow, so the ice piles up high enough to block the path between here and here. And when it does, it says it's full, and it gives you a little blue flashing ice fill warning. Well, it's not doing that right now. The reason that's flashing is because I have the power considered off. What happens is this little red light will come on when it thinks it's empty, and it'll say add water. And it will not reset by hitting the on-off button. There are no other resets. You actually have to unplug it. Really annoying. Thought about having a little flip switch on here somewhere, but anyhow, or a real genuine power button or something. And it's not like I don't have places. There's supposed to be a carry handle here, which I don't have it on here because it just needlessly takes up space. I could put a little on-off switch on here and probably just, have a power switch and make it where I can reset it from there because it just takes a couple seconds. But it should have a reset. It doesn't. Anyhow, so I just thought I'd mention is that it hasn't been working for a while, and I got it working the other day, and so just wanted to mention that. And like I say, if it ever does it again, I'll take it apart and make a brief video on how to fix it because it's really simple. Alright, now I'm going to turn this light off because I don't need it, and head on out, and we shall go on with other things. Alright, hopefully it's going to be warm enough soon that the big baby, which has grown new leaves since it started wilting. I don't know what the wilt is from, but it has new leaves. Hopefully it'll be alright. Soon I'll be outside again when the weather's better, and then hopefully it won't be a problem. Also, of course, all these will go back outside, all the spider plants. Some of these, like the cactus, won't go outside. That thing probably won't go outside just because it's hard to handle. In here, again, Mom's still been cleaning up. It doesn't look just a lot different, but in fact she reorganized everything. This has been cleaned, organized, vacuumed out, and just generally made better. And we had that baby pen over here because of the fact that we had tried to get some babies and save them, but they didn't survive, and so, but it's here just in case we need it for some other reason, or one of the babies we have gets sick. Mom did get herself some cute little, I guess, Chinese or Japanese or Korean, I don't know, little cute little flower display thingies, and they look neat, and I like them there, so. And then those are my encyclopedias that I haven't opened yet. Coffee pots for decoration and or potting plants. Got some molasses because Mom thought it would be a good thing. No, but anyhow, all my cookware that hasn't changed. Mom moved the potting soil down here. I guess she might be deciding it's time to go and pot some plants up. I didn't notice before. Fake blackberries. That's neat. A lot of this is pretty much the way it was. There was some church literature that someone gave her that she finally put up here. Other than that, my cactus up here, my spindly pear, which probably needs some more water, has rehydrated a little from this. Some people say, oh, you're going to drown them and they're going to rot. Well, they were dry and not doing well, so it should be fine. They're rehydrating through their skin. One thing a lot of people don't realize is that cactus will actually rehydrate right through their skin. Unfortunately, one of my things that didn't rehydrate was my attempt at a bok choy. It seems to have failed, or I seem to have failed with it. It was looking good and growing, and then it started to turn yellow, so I thought, I better hurry up and pot it, and apparently I was already too late. And so, you know, my fault. We'll try again someday. Sometimes I fail to get in here and water these enough. Sometimes I probably overwater them. But, all things considered, I don't know, overwatered. Some of them need more water than others. My spidators, again, now these are babies from a potato, a single potato that has sprouted. It sprouted, it produced a few tubers. I saved them, and now they're in here. This thing may die on me, I don't know. Also, we did get some freezing weather here. Fortunately, and thankfully, even though these avocados do suffer some freeze damage, avocados, did I say avocados? They do too. These spider plants, which are part of the, I know what they're called and I can't remember it. I think it starts with an A also. Asparagus, yes. They're part of the asparagus family. They seem to be strong enough and resilient enough that even though some of them got a little froze damage on the surface, they'll come back from the roots. They've got good deep roots and they won't have a problem with this. I'll be back later to water the rest of this. Anyhow, so my spindly pear is absorbing more water from its sides than from its roots. Looks like I might still have a survivor over here. That'd be nice if it does. I don't know if it is or not. We'll find out. Seems the problem I run into is I go from rooting to root rot without getting in a good healthy water zone. So I go from too little water to too much water or something like that, or just enough water to too much water. So I've had pretty bad success rate with that particular type of cactus. Outside, of course, we're having lots of babies, and they keep knocking over stuff. Mercury probably, or Goldilocks, knocks this box over, chews on it, tears it up. Yes, Mercury. Mercury B, you're going to destroy my little box there that Mom bought for me. We got our babies in here. Here's a little waffle iron. You get waffle iron. The baby. Waffle iron's pretty chill. Fluffy Puffy, she's a monster. Her babies are still pretty spooky. There's Fuzzy, little girl. There's Wuzzy over there yanking on Ginger's collar. And Snippy Snap. What she's doing, I don't know. And then Gretel. What are you doing? Quit that. Anyhow, so various ones in here. They all appear to be doing decently. Mr. Snookums is hiding over here somewhere. Probably just, he's just staying dry mostly. There's his head. There's Mr. Snookums over there somewhere. Where you at, Mr. Snookums? Let me see if I can zoom in on him. Let me see here. You in there anywhere, Mr. Snookums? I see his head, but not much. He's just hiding right now. Yeah, I see him, but he doesn't want to be seen. Oh, there's Mr. Snookums' head. Yes, how you doing, Mr. Snookums? You doing all right? He's like, what are you doing, pointing that suspicious-looking thing at me? There he is. Was aimed wrong, wasn't I? So there's Mr. Snookums hiding in his little corner, which he's custom built it since I threw a sheet of plywood on there to keep him dry. The grass, winter rye, is still growing. That's about it. And of course you can see the snow. Most of the fields are pretty devoid of grass at the moment. And there's a baby. Good morning. And there's a Wuzzy, and he doesn't like me. And there's a waffle iron, and he's pretty chill and laid back. And there's Gretel, his mama, and yeah. Okay, over here, there's Candy, being bossy and nosy and wanting everything. And then there's her babies, Rototiller and Rutabaga, and Sally over there. And, I see Snowflake, or is that Raindrop? It's Raindrop, and there's Snowflake, and then there's their Mama Jill. And there's Daisy over here with her weirdly skewed leg. We haven't figured out what the problem is. We go in here through the middle of the milk room, which keeps flooding. I think we'll probably find Mr. O'Malley and Caroline and Chestnut in here. Maybe. Huh? Apparently not. Oh, there's Mr. O'Malley right there. There's Mr. O'Malley. How you doing? Big old boy. 32-inch horns. He's got monster rack of horns on him. He's a big boy. He's probably heavier than me right now because I'm down to about 240 and he's probably still about 250 or so. So arguably he's a little bigger than me. Didn't see Caroline or Chestnut. They're probably over here hiding in the corner. I don't want to go and chase them down though because I'm just too lazy. So, ice falling off the roof and stuff. Again, hopefully before long my health will be good enough that I can get out here and work on some stuff. Not a lot been going on though. Again, the goal is to start working on the well pump again as quick as possible. It's supposed to be in the 60s this coming week coming around. Hopefully it is. Because if it's in the 60s, then I'm going to get over here and I'm going to tear that thing down and prep it all for the well company come out here, and then when they're gone I'll go in there and I will start setting up for a concrete slab to be the dimensions of that 8.5 by 8.5, and then start building that up as a real building. And then from there, in all likelihood, when that's all built up, it'll have a roof and everything, and I want to get down there and fix that fence. So hopefully that'll all start next week. The gentian over here seems to have possibly survived the worst of the winter weather. Hopefully. Like I say, it seems to have. I mean, we don't know yet how bad the winter weather is. But it's still there. Still got color. It's kind of a purple color. Let me get some of this grass out of the way. Even though that grass may serve as insulation, try not to break them off. There's the little buds. So hopefully that will come back. Hopefully there's more than one. We'll find out. Anyhow, so just a little update on a gentian. I don't know what that is, but it seems, I can't tell if it's alive or not. It's not a gentian. We've had plenty of water over the winter, which has kind of helped keep the ground moist, keep the ground warm, because the moisture deep in the earth, as it drains out, carries heat with it, and as it carries heat with it, it's helped us to have less enduring snow and less hard road icing and stuff. So it's been good for us. I thankfully, because of the small amount of snow, did not have to pull the blue tractor out and plow the road. It's As you can see, I've been in and out a couple times and the snow's almost gone already. So that was thankfully not an issue. I don't remember when these things will start flowering. Probably won't be real soon, but they'll start flowering eventually. I'm walking through here because it's just a little easier to walk, and I haven't been over this angle very much in the past. Again, the irises will be up pretty soon. It's a new growth. And the squirrels haven't gotten rid of all the hickory nuts yet, but I got some. Again, some of my flowers are popping up. Not much news to report on. Hate saying, just really not much has been going on. Just the babies happily growing bigger. At least it's happy for me. They seem pretty pleased with themselves, as much as a goat can be. But, and the peach has not yet decided to bloom. I do need pretty soon to give it its next round of wood ash so that it'll be in good health. You notice that the ice doesn't go, it's what it is, there's warm water coming out from both sides, and it goes in and it comes under there and thaws out the ice. And so the reason it's not frozen right up to this edge is because warm water is coming out of the ground over here, as I was mentioning before, and melting it. And so the water comes out, melts the ice, flows on out. The lilies have tried to sprout a couple times, get frozen back. They want real bad to come up, but they're stuck with they're a little more susceptible to freezing than, say, the paper whites, jonquils, and daffodils and stuff. Does look like the chestnuts are trying to, aka filberts, are not chestnuts, hazelnuts, yeah, trying to grow up. The lentils haven't done much, but they might here pretty soon. If you hear a motor over here, it's because I've got a heater on this tractor still. I even got a light up here because I wanted to be ready in case I had to start this thing and go plowing roads with it during cold weather, because being a diesel engine, it's not easy to start. And again, water's coming out of the pond through the bottom and moving on down through here where it generally tends to be liquid. This was full up a couple days ago with ice and snow and stuff, but it's drained out. I bought some new oil recently. Part of it's fixed tractor situation, part of it's fixed track loader situation, because it leaks, it doesn't have the ability to not leak. I was going to mess with this oil over here, but it was so full of water and yuck that I decided to leave it alone for now. One of these days I got to take it out there and seriously process it. It's new oil, other than the fact that it had water in it. Really nothing over here has changed, so I'm just kind of killing time till I get back into the shop. There's not really much in there either. Other than the fact I've been cleaning the shop. I carried out 2 small pickup loads, pony with its camper on it, packed full twice, of boxes. What kind of boxes? Mostly beer and vodka boxes. It's not all, but the bulk of it. So I've pretty much, since I've been cutting back on alcohol, and I also realized there's no reason for me to mess around. Okay, so there still is some frozen water in here. Again, I got to finish this trench and get it drained and finish this shelving process, get this place straightened up. But, and you probably wouldn't know that I've taken volumes and volumes out of that area because of boxes, and volumes and volumes out of here because of boxes, and I've got volumes to go. And with not only boxes, but plastic jugs. The only thing I'm really going to save is the glass bottles that I can put pickles in. So all these other jugs, unless they have a latent chemical in them of some kind, some of these have calcium acetate in them and stuff like that, which for those who don't know actually is a way to create acetone. Take plain common vinegar, react it with plain common calcium carbonate, well, practically any calcium, I suppose, that'll digest in it, and calcium acetate, then heated properly, creates acetone. Why? I don't know. I'm not God, so I don't know why, but it's pretty neat that it does. Sunset is later because we're now past the winter equinox, or not winter equinox. Equinox is the equal day. Solstice, yeah, winter solstice. Anyhow, I'm not good with words. So, again, I don't know if I pointed this out before, but these old tires on this thing, apparently during super freezing weather, broke. The other one broke years ago and it's wired together. This one broke this year and it's also wired together. I don't know how I'll fix that, except that I'll probably go in there and, well, maybe wire it together again. I don't know. I got lots of unfinished junk to do, but that's on the list, just I don't know where. But pretty much I've covered everything that I can think of at the moment. Unfortunately, there's just not been that much to say. So that'll be it for this week, and we will get a different report, hopefully with much more change next Sabbath. Bye for now. Shabbat Shalom.